It's Cambatta, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the #1 and most truest source for hip-hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
Excuse me, when you released that song.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is song is like it's perfect for what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's interesting because I recorded and wrote that song before this all happened. And I'm somebody who doesn't write directly from new. I don't do social conscious stuff when it's new. I like to go into history. I like to go into the mythos. I like to go into the hyperbolic aspect of it. I don't like to draw directly from the current until I know that it's a lasting thing. But I'm very biblical based anyway, like not biblical directly straight from the Bible, but all divine prophecies is usually where I draw from. So when I do make social comparisons, it's usually backed by some kind of revelation, you know. So Bones of Osiris it explains what's going on now perfectly. It's about the kind of the angst and the frustration with battling with the fact that we know that we're gods. We know that we have these unlimited creative abilities. However, we are stuck in this invisible prison, playing by rules that we don't naturally adjust to. You know, everything's man-made, and it's made by a man that used to whip us. You know, we got cops killing us. It's just it's absolute chaos. So it just happened to work. And then if you know about the story of Osiris,
yes,
or Asur, then you understand that it works perfectly. Like the story of Set and Osiris and how his body was destroyed and scattered into many pieces, and then Isis came along and his wife and reassembled him. And that's exactly what's happened in these situations. We were all scattered. We were all separated by whether it be race, belief, sexuality, poverty, whatever it may be that separates us. But then it takes something crazy to bring us all together. And it just so happens that Osiris's wife name is Isis, which is the name of a terrorist. It's too much. It's crazy.
Yes.
So that's kind of where I'm going with that. But yeah, Bones of Osiris, if you haven't heard it, listen to it. It's a bar factory. It's bar heaven.
Mm-hmm. Can you just repeat the last part just about Isis, Asar? Excuse me, not Asar. Aset, because it was kind of going out. Just I want the fans, the subs, and people that's going to see this.
Yeah. So you have Osiris and then his brother Set. Osiris essentially had the throne, right? And of course this is mythos. So we're talking about Osiris being the bearer of light and life. Mm-hmm. We have Set being the god of chaos and death. Mm-hmm. Essentially, this is the grand dualistic dichotomy of life. We have the struggle between the moon and the sun. We have the struggle between good and evil, hot and cold, to find this stasis and lukewarm. So you have Osiris and you have Set. Set actually killed Osiris and scattered his body into pieces. Some say it was 14 pieces. Some people say it was as many as 42 pieces. Mm-hmm. That kind of represents the separation of our nation as we are now. Mm-hmm. Osiris's wife is who reassembled Osiris after his body was scattered. And that kind of represents the reuniting of the people after a traumatic event like a coronavirus, this race war that we're seemingly in the middle of, and it has so much symbiosis, that story of Asur, Set, Osiris, Isis, with what we're going through right now with the police and black people, and it's these stories, these divine biblical stories are the perfect metaphors, the perfect analogies for what's going on right now.